From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, time now for Up Close and Personal here on The Horse's Mouth. At Tommy Max, of course, at My Bar, brought to you by our good friends at Dasher and at Farther. My guest this time around is Paul Lukert from Dimensional Performance Development. Let's welcome in Paul to the show. Hey, Paul, how are you?
Good, how are you,
Welcome,
Tom?
my man. Tell us about Dimensional, man. What are you guys doing?
Well, we work in the people business.
Okay.
Everybody, to some degree or another, is in the people business.
Yep.
And I like to say that what we really focus on is people literacy, how we interact with people,
Okay.
what motivates people. We work with individuals or we work with groups.
Okay.
A lot of our clients are team-oriented types of situations.
Yep.
And we kind of try and bring everything together to be harmonious.
So, C-level execs, what are we talking? Small businesses, a little bit of everything? What are we talking about?
Yeah, I actually, my typical client is small to mid-sized companies.
Okay.
I do work with individuals who are C-suite kind of type of things, but group setting, my niche, I would say, is the small entrepreneurial sized business.
Yeah.
And the mid-sized one that needs every little bit of an advantage they can get,
Yep.
to compete with the bigger guys and to stay in
Absolutely.
business because everything is just, so tight nowadays, and you got to stay on top of things.
Yeah, communication, culture, all those things are important, especially communication.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you personally, from your business perspective, how do you get people to communicate better?
One of the tools that we use is what they call a DISC profile system.
Okay.
And I'm a certified consultant through the John Maxwell Company. I'm sure most everybody's heard of John Maxwell.
Yeah, of course.
And it's just a 15 to 20 minute little multiple choice thing, type of survey. But from that, there's so many different things that to kind of make it simple, it'll define what our strengths are, how we think others see us, how we think we want to be seen, what our core values are.
Yeah, sure.
Whether we're people-oriented, whether we're task-oriented, whether we're introvert or outgoing, and all those little things. And when you get a group of people together, you can kind of see different dynamics at play based on communication styles, based on how dominant their personality is, and you can, bring those together through some coaching and make people understand why this person likes to see things this way, why this person likes to communicate that way. So I
think one of the keys too, man, making someone feel comfortable and welcome. And then, you go the direction you have to go with your communication. You know what I mean? People can be intimidated. It's almost like not a lot, but some people come up here and they're little. I'm like, don't be intimidated. We're just having a conversation. You look great. Everything's going to be great. Don't worry about it. And then they're like, oh, yeah, okay, everything's cool. You know what I mean? But it's just that making people feel comfortable. I think that's a big thing in communication.
Yeah, they say, so, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right.
And a lot of times, what somebody may say something that they don't think is necessarily aggressive or whatever it may be, because that's just the way that that's their personality, that's what's innate to them.
Yeah.
But people take it differently. So when you're aware of people and how they interact, you can be more cognizant of, hey, how do I get the best out of this person? Like, how do I approach this person so that they can be comfortable and also be productive? Because at the end of the day, that's what we want to be.
I know from playing ball, like some guy, you could yell at me all day long. It would never bother me. Right? I was kind of raised that way. It was tough love, a lot of adulation when I did well, but a lot of tough love when I didn't. So, but a lot of guys, they didn't like that. Like they became introverts. They went into a shell. I would always get mad. I'd be like, all right, I'm going to prove you wrong then if we're having this argument. And some guys, though, so you do have to be, as a good coach and leader, you got to be able to adapt to your different types of personalities.
Absolutely. Yeah. Because if you're not, they talk about, treat everybody the same. You can't treat everybody the same and be effective at the same time. you can be somewhat effective, but when you recognize the individuals and the different motivational factors,
right?
And I've done a lot of coaching. I have 2 boys, and I coached, and it's all about
delivery,
and it's about somebody who has willingness. Coaching is all about willingness. You find the people, you gravitate to the people that are willing, and it's rewarding.
What's the number one foundation you have to have for great leadership, do you think, Paul?
Leadership is really, in one word, is influence. Mm-hmm. So any kind of a leader, it boils down to being able to influence people.
Yep.
So to influence people, you have to understand what's important to them. You have to connect with them on a level where they feel like you understand where they are, you're out for their best interests.
Yep.
You have integrity, you have honesty, transparency. Being nice to people is not the best way to manage people sometimes. You can be kind.
Sure.
But some people, I think they lead, they say, I want everybody to like me.
Right.
That doesn't work as a leader.
No, right. You want to respect you, and then
yes,
maybe
it's you can be kind to people and tell them the truth.
Yep.
Being nice to people and not telling them the truth is not leading.
Yeah, right.
So there's a nice way, kind way.
Telling the truth and delivering it the right way based on their personality.
And give them specifics. We need to be specific about expectations, about genuine about being helpful and mentoring and coaching them and working with them. Give them a path.
How can people find you, Paul, as we wrap up?
Well, the website is actually thepeopleliteracycompany.com.
Good.
Phone number is 571-800-7776. And that's the best way. If go on the website or...
Okay. Thanks for taking time for being here.
Thank you.
Man.
Absolutely.
All the best.
Appreciate it,
keep
Tom.
it going.
Sounds great.
No doubt. People need help. There's no doubt about that. And developing them the right ways is a great thing. So keep it up, man. Really appreciate that. That'll do it for us this time around. Make sure you check out Paul's profile and this conversation at the dailynewsnetwork.com website. Until next time, y'all stay safe out there and be cool. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
The coach should be going to bed at night thinking about the athlete and how they're going to help that athlete improve. They shouldn't be worrying about how am I going to quantify their improvement, or am I going to have to keep up with all this information? Those things that are kind of background to the coach focusing there on the athlete. And so what Dasher does is it takes all those side things away, allowing the coach to focus then on the athlete.